thing that we're going to need is our market basket. So our market basket will consist of a few things. So we're going to include macaroni, cheese, Capri Sun, fruit snacks, salad, and tea. So our market basket is going to consist of these 6 items, and the quantity is going to be fixed. So here we will have the quantity. So, or 5 items, sorry. So macaroni and cheese, we're going to have 3 of these. We're going to have 10 Capri Suns. We're going to have 20 fruit snacks. We're going to have 1 salad and 5 tea. That's our market basket. Now we're going to have 3 or 4 different years in which we can calculate the cost of that market basket. So let's do that. Let's do 5 years. Get a real robust example here. So these are going to be prices in each year. So we'll have 2010, 2015, 2020, 2023, and 2025. And so we're going to make our base year 2015. So mac and cheese in 2010, we're going to say was $1. I'm going to say it was $1.20, 2015. We're going to say it was $1.25 in 2020. I'm going to say it was $1.40, 2023. And then it's $1.30 in 2025. Capri Suns we're going to have as 30 cents in 2010, 40 cents in 2015, 40 cents in 2020, 50 cents in 2023, and then 45 cents in 2025. Fruit snacks will have as 10 cents in 2010, 10 cents in 2015, 15 cents in 2020, 15 cents in 2023, and then 25 cents in 2025. Say a salad was $2 in 2010, $3, $4, $5, $6. And then for tea, we'll say $1, $1, $1.25, $1.50, and $1.75. So we have a base year of 2015. We have our market basket. That's going to be a fixed quantity. This is going to be our base year prices. Now remember, our calculation for CPI is the cost of the market basket in the current year divided by the cost of the market basket in the base year times 100. So what that means is when we calculate the cost of the market basket in 2015, that's going to be the bottom of this fraction for every single year. Every single year. So let's calculate 2015's first. So how do we find the market basket price? We multiply the quantity times the given year's price and then add the product. So 3 times $1.20 is going to give us 360. 10 times 0.4 is going to give us 4. 20 times 0.1 is going to give us 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 1 is 5. So when we add down, we get 360, 760, plus 2 is 960, plus 3 is 1260, plus 5 is 1760. So we get 1760 for 2015. So that means the denominator for every single year is going to be 1760. So every single other year is going to be 1760. Now we know 2015's is 1760 because we just calculated it. So that means that for CPI of 2015, we are going to get 1760 divided by 1760, which is going to be, this is going to cancel out to 1 times 100, which is going to be 100. So our CPI for 2015 is 100. Okay, so let's do 2010 now. Let's find 2010 CPI. Quantity is going to be the same. Now we have new prices. So 3 times 1 is 3. 10 times 0.3 is 3. 20 times 0.1 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. So add all these up. 3, 6, 8, 10, 15. So if we want to find CPI for 2015, which is going to be 2010, we're going to do 15 divided by 17.6 times 100. So if we do 15 times 17.6, we're going to get 0.8522 times 100. It's going to give us 85.22. So we now have that for 2010. Now for 2020, we do 3 times 125, which is going to give us 375. Whoops. 10 times 0.4, which is 4. 20 times 0.15, which is going to give us, I think, 3. 1 times 4, which is 4. 5 times 125, which will give us 625. So when we add this together, we're going to get 375 plus 4, which is 775, plus 3, which is 1075, plus 4, which is 1475, plus 625, which is going to give us 21. And then for 2023, we'll do 3 times 1.4, which is 4.2. 10 times 0.5, which is 5. 20 times 0.15, which is again 3. 1 times 5, which is 5, and 5 times 150, which is 750. So 420 plus 5 is 920, plus 3 is 1220, plus 5 is 1720, plus 750 is 2470. And then lastly, for 2025, we get 3 times 1.3, which is 3.9. 10 times 45, which is 4.5. 20 times 0.25, which is 5. 1 times 6, which is 6. 5 times 175, which is going to give us 875. So add this, we get 3.9 plus 4.5, 840, plus 5 is 1340, plus 6 is 1940, plus 875 is going to give us 2815. So now that we have all of our market basket costs, we can now calculate the remaining 3 CPIs, and then we can use that to calculate the inflation rates between all these years. So CPI 2020 is going to be equal to 21 divided by 1760 times 100. CPI 2023 is going to be equal to 2470 divided by 17.6 times 100. And then CPI 2025 is going to be equal to 2815 divided by 17.6 times 100. So for 2020, we do 21 divided by 17.6. We get 1.193. So we get 1.193 times 100. We get 119.32. For 2023, we're going to get 24.7 divided by 17.6, which gives us 1.40. Three, 4 times 100, so we're going to get 140.34. And then for 2025, we're going to get 28.15 divided by 17.6, which is going to give us 1.5994 times 100, which is going to give us 159.94. And so now we have all the CPIs for all of these years. So now what we want is we want to calculate the inflation rate between all of these years. So what we can do now is fill in and calculate the inflation rate. So to do that, what we have to do is we have to use a percent change formula, which is the new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100. So this is our formula here. That's what we need to find our inflation rates. So let's use a new whiteboard for that. Actually, we'll go back to the old one. And we will start by going from 2010 to 2015. So going from 2010 to 2015, we're going to use 100, which is our 2015 CPI, minus 85.22, which is our 2010 CPI, divided by 85.22, because that's the previous value, times 100. So if we do that, we get 100 minus 85.22, which gives us 14.78. Divide that by 85.22, you get 0.1734 times 100. That gives us an inflation rate of 17.34% from 2010 to 2015. Trying to clean this up a bit. So now if we want to do inflation between 2015 and 2020, we would take 2020's CPI of 119.32 minus 2010's, which is 100, divided by 2015's, which is 100, times 100. And so we're going to get this cancels, so we're left with 119.32 minus 100, so we're going to get 19.32% from 2015 to 2020. From 2020 to 2023, we're going to take 2023 CPI of 140.34, subtract 119.32, divide that by 119.32 because that was 2020's, and we get 140 minus 119.32 is 21 exactly, divided by 119, 0.34. So we get 21.02 divided by 119.32, and we get 0.1761 times 100 gives us 17.61% from 2020 to 2023. And then lastly, we have 23 to 25, which is going to give us 159.94 minus 140.34 divided by 140.34 times 100. So when we do that, we get 19.6 divided by 140.34, which gives us 0.1396. So we get 0.1396 times 100, and that gives us an inflation rate of 13.96 from 2023 to 25. Now note that you don't have to just go from one year to the next year. You could go from 2010 to 2020, 2015 to 2025, 2010 to 2023. You can calculate a bunch of different inflation rates. I just went from one to the next. So you could really calculate, I don't know, about 15 different inflation rates here. Maybe not that many. Probably at least 10. And so hopefully that gives you a walkthrough of how to calculate these things and how to do it step by step for the assignment.